Today we are going to start your fifth unit, that is XML. So till now we have completed 4 units. So as per your exam point of view, maximum your syllabus is done, but I am going with fifth unit, so to complete the entire syllabus. So here XML is nothing but extensible markup language. So simply we call it as it is an extension of basic HTML. Okay, so it is a simple markup language that describes the structure of a document. It has been derived from standard generalized markup language, that is SGML, for large scale electronic publishing, and it is also used in data exchange on web. For example, if you want to open any browser, for example, if you want to take any browser, here the URL, just see this URL, meet.google.com/tz-bui-ayz. So this is called some content. This is the next page. So this pages, this is your main page, and this is a sub page of this website. So like this, these sub pages can be linked with the main page using this XML contents. Okay, so the XMLs are nothing but extensions of your basic HTML programs. Now XML is a WWW, World Wide Web Consortium, that is also called as W3C. Under recommendations, it is responsible for releasing the XML version. The latest XML version will be 2.0. So what are the features? It is a platform independent language. It is very simple as HTML. XML files are text files. They can be managed by all text editors, and it is extensible, and it is extremely suitable for document storage. XML section of HTML, and it is used to structure data as well as documents. So it can represent common data structures such as records, lists and trees, and it provides a communication gateway between applications, and it is a human and computer friendly format. It stores the data in the form of trees. XML is best suitable to handle complex structured data. So if you have huge amount of data to be stored in your HTML documents, so better we prefer XML documentation to accept the data in terms of documents, text or arrays. So any format it will accept the data. So that is the main feature of XML. So XML document type definition. So document type definition is also called as DTD. The name suggests refer to certain pieces of code which can act as a major building block to the original XML document. They are also referred as grammatical specification to which one or more XML documents can be adhered. So for that we will see that data definition. Reminder.document definition file, element reminder, heading to, from, message, all these things are the elements reminder. Element heading will have a PC data, whatever the PC in the sense personal computer data, and heading to, from and message. So reminder, heading, to, from, and what is the message you want to pass. So first document note system reminder.dtd. It is what is the reminder? Final notice Mr. Yadav, to Mr. Yadav, from A. Akhilesh Gupta, from tag will be closed. Message, your last date for joining office 14th Feb 07, failing which may lead to cancellation of employment message. This will be the complete reminder. In that reminder we must have a heading part and to part, to whom you want to send, from whom, who are sending it, and the final message whatever you have. So these are the things you must have in the reminder. Okay. So similarly the above declaration can be made internally like this. Document type reminder. In that reminder we have these parts. heading part, to, from and message. So this is data or document type definition. Next we have what are the elements under XML. So XML defines the tag name in XML document. These names must be unique and in a single DTD. So the elements should be simple, complex and standalone. So details of XML document. First, name of the element you have to specify. Syntax, element, name of the element. So example, image. Image is an element. To declare elements carrying data, following syntax is used. Image src equal to URL. Syntax, element, name of the element of PC data. So here PC data are parsed character data is the data which is to be parsed. It is to be converted into XML format. So C data in the sense character data. C data is actual data. It is to be converted or parsed into PC data. And these elements can have children. Element name of name underscore element. Here there are multiple children. Then the children names are separated by commas. Element, name of element, comma, child name 1, comma, child name 2. In this, for example, element sure, department, proof department, content department, management department. So here in one department we have different elements. What are the, here we will declare one part as departments. In that departments we have different departments. So all these are the child elements and it will be the main element. So element, department, proof department, content department, management department. So sequence should be strictly followed. Whatever the sequence we have specified under that element, the same sequence you have to follow to accept the data. The declaration syntax, element sure department DTP department. So to declare minimum one occurrence of a given element, following syntax should be used. Element, name of the element in the bracket, child name. So element sure, in that we have management department. So this is the thing. So to declare 0 or more occurrences of a given element, we will have like this. So we don't have any elements, 0 or 1 element. So in this example, what are the attributes here? If you have an hyperlink, A is an element, href is an attribute, and this HTTP, that link whatever we provide, this is the value. So element, attribute, and finally what is the value. So attribute in case of DTD as declared using ATT list declaration. So ATT list, name of the element, name of the attribute, and the attribute type default value. So as per the syntax we have entity, the value to be supplied in case of nothing but an empty. Entities same as above. NM token, NM tokens, name should be supplied. Multiple names are provided. So these are not that much. In the above syntax, the field attribute type can be accommodated by following predefined values. So these are all the predefined values, they must be provided for that element by that XML. See, we'll see this XML in another place.